Hi, how you doing? My name is Brandon Taylor. I'm the Assistive Technology Specialist for Stockton Unified School District in Port City, SELPA. Today we're going to talk about a way as RSP teachers that you guys can use the Whiteboard feature to be able to work with your students in real time. This can be done in group instruction, whole group instruction, or this can be done in individual or small group instruction. So the first thing we need to do is start our Zoom meeting, okay? So you see here, we have our Zoom meeting already started. So there are no other participants to this meeting currently. This is just for sake of demonstration. The first thing that I want to show you guys is how to use the whiteboard feature. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go to share screen. So from this point, we go ahead and share the screen. Now, instead of selecting a screen or a particular page set that we would like to display, we're going to choose whiteboard. Now, within Whiteboard, understand that you now have a new toolbar here, okay? I still have all my same features. If I need to access my breakout room, I can access my breakout room. If I need to access the chat, I can access the chat. And if I need to record or do any of the other things that I can, I am going to do it on here, okay? The thing that I would recommend if you are doing this in group instruction and you do not want students to be able to annotate what you're doing, disable participants annotation. That will take away the ability for your students to be able to annotate on the screen. Obviously for confusion purposes as well as behavior management, as you can imagine. So go ahead and disable participants annotation. Okay, so that's something that we selected, so that is now off. Okay, you could also show the names of annotators if that's something that you wanted to do as you were doing whole group instruction. But in a whole group setting, if you've got anywhere more than five or six kids, students, it's a little bit more challenging to really monitor that. So use that with discretion. Showing the video panel. If I want to show the video panel, I can show the video panel. And if I want to hide the video panel, I can hide the video panel. If I want to hide meeting controls, I can also hide the meeting controls here. Just remember that if you want those to reappear, you have to press escape. I've learned that the hard way. So press escape and they'll come back up for you. So again, if you're sharing a video, you can optimize your sound there. So now that I have the whiteboard feature, I have a lot of different things that I can do. And if I needed to instruct using, let's just say we were going to do a compare and contrast. We're working on a compare and contrast essay. And I wanted to do a basic compare and contrast. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a basic T-chart. So we're going to build a T-chart here. Okay, so I drew my line horizontal, and then I drew a vertical line. And then I'm going to select text. I'm going to select text here, and I'm going to say pros. Okay, over here. Now I'm going to select, and I'm going to put cons. Okay, now I know some of you guys are looking at that, and it's just really bothering you that that is not correct. But you can move those around and get them correct. So now if I wanted to demonstrate how we would do this, I could easily do a text box, and I'm going, just again, for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to say good. Okay, and over here, I'm going to say, what are cons? Cons are bad, right? If I wanted to draw something, I could just as easily draw in here. Okay, I could make straight lines. I can make squiggly lines, so I can draw whatever I need. Let's just say bad. We want to make a bad face. Okay, we want to make a sad face. It's bad, right? So there's a lot of different things that we can do there. We can add stamps. We can do lots of different things. We can erase. If I wanted to erase, like, oh, I don't like my little guy there, I'm going to go ahead and erase him. I also have the ability to undo. Okay, undo. Now, with things like text, if I wanted to put text back in here, I can also change the color of my text. So if I wanted it to be, let's just say I wanted it to be yellow, I could do yellow. If I wanted to come over here and I wanted to do red, I could change it to red. There's a lot of different things I can do with that. And then if I need to select, this is where I can move things, right? So I'm here and I can move the good and bad around. I can move my signature drawing around. I can get really, really creative with how I do this. Now, if I wanted to save this, and really the possibilities for what you can do with this, I'm just demonstrating it right now for you guys so that you can see it in just Whiteboard for whole group instruction, right? If you wanted to instruct and you didn't want to use this collaboratively with your students, what I can do is I can save this. Now, there's one thing to remember. When I push save, you're going to see show in folder. That will disappear quite quickly, so you want to make sure that when you select save that you're on top of it. Now, as you see it here, it is stored in my files. So I can go back in my files on the computer and I can find that photo. Okay? So once I'm done with this, I can go ahead and stop share. Okay? And it takes me right back to my screen. So I hope that was helpful, a way for you guys to think about using Whiteboard as a whole group instruction model on Zoom. The next training we're going to do is going to be how to use that in a breakout room to make it collaborative with your students.